The another question which could be asked on this unit number 1 is define international marketing and explain the scope, challenges and advantages of international marketing. Now we have already discussed what is international marketing. That is there. You can give 3-4 definitions which I have told you earlier. International marketing is marketing beyond the boundaries of your countries. It is a part of an international business which is borderless. International marketing is marketing done by multinational corporations. And another international marketing is marketing done in an internationally competitive environment, no matter whether the market is domestic or foreign. International marketing is understanding the wants, needs, requirements of the customers who are in foreign countries and satisfying those wants, needs and requirements better than the competitors. Now, the other part of the question is, what is the scope? I have already told, international market is large in size and large in numbers. So it offers vast and variety of opportunities for doing international business, thereby the international marketing. Correct? The area is large. The size of the customers is also very, very large in number because there are 200 plus countries. So there is a vast scope available to expand your business. So the scope is in terms of growth. That is, you can grow. Now how you can grow? Opportunities for growth means you can have a large amount of revenue, large amount of income thereby, and good amount of profit thereby. So the company can expect a good amount of growth in their revenue, in their income, and in their profit. There is an important part of the scope. Then, being a globally operating company, if you are participating in international business, you have the scope to expand your business, because these companies which take part in international business initially are domestic company. Then with the growth opportunities, they become an exporting company. Then further, with the growth in the business, they become international company. Then they become, or they acquire the status of multinational company. And finally, what you call as a global company or a transnational company. So the scope is available to grow from a domestic company to a global or a transnational company in terms of income, in terms of the operations globally in large number of countries. That is the. Now, what are the advantages? Means what benefits you get. That is there. The benefits that or the advantages that a company can expect while participating in international business are mainly in terms of growth, in terms of profit. This there. Then the another important point, another important advantage that they accrue is the spin-off benefit. Once the company participates in international business, they are recognized as an exporting company. So they get the advantage that in their local market also, that this company is an exporting company. This company has an international business. So even their local business, even their domestic business also have become available for growth. That is called as a spin-off benefits, the double benefit. Then they earn a different image. Once you participate in international business, you assume a status of an international company, an exporting company. So your image is improved, your image gets developed. The image, once your image is improved or developed, you get a better recognition, a better reputation. That is there. The other advantages are there are government policies which give lot of promotion, lot of incentives, lot of concessions for a company which is involved in international business, doing export business, the government policies open a vast opportunities for you, which give lots of concession in terms of the taxes, tariff, correct, in terms of your infrastructure. So these advantages also can be availed once you participate in international business. So these are variety of advantages. Then once you operate in international arena, correct, you get acquainted or you acquire or you come to know the latest technology. So that is also the different practices, the skills of management. So you learn a good management. You learn a latest technology. You are eligible for government incentives, benefits. This there. Then the growth and the profit or the income opportunity. So these are the variety of opportunity or benefits that you can expect, and you can write and what are the advantages for an international business. Now, the other part of that question is what are the challenges? Now, coming back to that, we have answered the question, what are the difference between domestic marketing and international marketing? In fact, there is no basic difference between these two. As we have discussed, or as I told you in one of the answers, the principles of marketing are universal. What is referred as differences are actually not the differences, but they are the problems, and which are not problems in real, they are the challenges. So these are the challenges which are faced by the company which participate in international businesses. Now, what is that? Now we have discussed the word pestle. So the challenges are mainly on account of the marketing environment which differs from your domestic marketing environment, and they create the challenges. So in brief, you can say the challenges are on account of one, political environment. Second is economic environment. Third is socio-cultural environment, technological environment, the legal environment, and ecological environment. Now these environment put challenges to the company which go in international businesses. So the political differences, the legal differences, the cultural differences, the social differences, the technological environment differences, and the legal differences create a challenge while doing an exporting. And these challenges briefly then you had to reference. Now like political environment. Now each country has got different political party ruling in their country. Correct? Now it is the political party which influences the other policies of that government, whether it is monetary policy, whether it is other financial policy, whether it is export-import policy, whether it is labor policy, etc. So that creates a challenge. In the sense, you have to understand what is the political party that is controlling or governing that country. Accordingly, the rules and regulations have to be understood. Understanding them is a challenge. Then the legal differences. Each country has their own set of rules and regulations, accepted, approved by their own political or the government. Although now majority of the countries are part of WTO, there are multilateral trade agreements, there are bilateral agreements also, so which facilitate the legal environment or which makes easy to understand. But still there are differences in the rules, in the regulations, in the laws on various matters pertaining to the business. So understanding them is a challenge. Then cultural differences. What is culture? We have discussed also. Each country have their own different culture, which is a part of their tradition, the language, the traditions, the educational standard, the income level, and other aesthetic values, etc. forms together the culture of that country, the religion, the traditions, the procedures followed by them, the demographic features of that country. So all that is a part of socio-cultural differences. Understanding them is a challenge. Then economic differences, that also creates the economic environment. The economic environment consists of economic policy, economic status of that country, economic standard of that country. Like economic policy means the monetary policy, the fiscal policy, export import policy, foreign trade policy, then the labor policy, etc., put together make the economic policy. Then the economic conditions of that particular country, whether it is a high income country, middle income country, or a low income country, all that makes the difference in economic environment. So put together, this makes a challenge because you have to understand this economic environment. Then environmental laws differs from country to country, although there are common guidelines given by international institutions to all the countries who are members of WTO, IMF, or World Bank. Constantly there have been interaction among the various countries groups also, but still in some countries, unfortunately, the rules regulations regarding the environment ecology are not followed correctly. So understanding these laws, these regulation is an important aspect for a company doing an international business. Then the another important point, the difference in the language, differences in the marketing infrastructure, then the trade restrictions, then the distance between the countries that is there, and the trade practices followed in that country. So all these are part of the challenges which are there before a company which participate in international business. So students, whatever these points which I have discussed, we have not gone into details of it, but these points you have to remember while answering these two questions which are most likely for unit number 1. Define international marketing, state the difference between domestic marketing and international marketing, then define international marketing and state the scope, the challenges and advantages of international marketing. So focus, concentrate on from this point, explanation point of view for unit number 1. We'll discuss the unit number 2 in another session. Thank you.